local institute where he is staying, and as a provisional zone trainer, he takes more sessions for students community especially, and he is from zone 4, and on behalf of JCI and Delta entrepreneurs, we welcome today's provisional zone trainer Venkat Kumar sir from zone 4. Welcome you, sir. Floor officially hand over to today's trainer Venkat Kumar sir. Privilege sir. Sir, President வந்துட்டாங்களா? Vimal sir. Okay sir, okay. Yes, floor officially hand over to today's trainer Venkat Kumar sir.
Am I audible, sir?
You're audible, please.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, Mohan Harish sir, for a wonderful introduction of mine. And first of all, I think it's a world record. Means you are doing continuously sessions for the almost 2 years. So first of all, I would like to thank Delta Entrepreneurs Federation and Delta Clubhouse, especially the president, PR Alangon sir, and JC HGF V Gandhi Lenin sir. You are like a lighthouse. You are pushing all the youth to move forward because you created this club and sharing the knowledge so that everyone are getting awareness and improving in their daily life. And I would also like to thank our guest, JCHGF Dr. M. Raju sir, Zone Vice President of Zone 23, and our chairperson, JC Gunasekaran sir, President JCI Nanilanam, Zone 23. I thank all the JCs for attending my session. Shall I start the session, sir?
Yes, you are.
Sir, is the PPT visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible, sir.
1 minute.
So you can put the PPT in a presentation mode, sir.
Okay, 1 minute, sir. Sir, is it visible? Sir?
Yes, sir. It's okay, sir. It's visible.
Yeah. Once again, I welcome you all, JCs, for the wonderful session of Happy to Live. First of all, let me ask you a question. What is the goal of every goal? Dear JCs, what is the goal? Please comment in the chat box, or you can raise your hand. I'll unmute yourself. What is the goal of every goal? We have goals in life. The goal of every goal.
Every goal, as you said, that goal means we have to achieve one thing. Yes. And the goal has to be subdivided or subclassification. It may be classified as vision and mission.
Right, sir. Very good, sir. And what is the goal of every goal? We keep goals like to have this much amount bank balance, or to have this amount means health, to have a passionate career, or to achieve something, whatever, to learn a skill. What is the goal of every goal?
It's a step-by-step process, sir. Short term, every goal has a short-term goals.
After achieving the goal, what is your ultimate? What will you get after achieving every goal?
We'll be satisfied and we'll be happy, sir.
Yes, right, sir. You are right. Sudigali Mahesh and Mohan sir, you are right. So the goal of every goal is happiness.
Also, the goals should be measurable and achievable, and they should be reachable, and they should be what is that? It's a proper planning to reach.
Yes, sir. Right, sir. Yalangon sir, right, sir. The goal of every goal is happiness. So we, for example, I kept a goal to earn this much amount of money. After achieving that, I will be happy. Or I kept a goal to learn this skill. After achieving that skill, I will be happy. The goal of every goal is to be happy. That is what our purpose of life. Whatever goal we keep, the purpose is to be happy. And let me ask you a question. My PPT is stuck. 1 minute. So do you know when, we all know that happiness is important. Do you know when is the International Day of Happiness celebrated? Anyone? We know
21st
that.
21st March.
No, sir, you are almost close. Very good to answer. Who is that? When is the International Day of Happiness celebrated?
Somewhere in March, sir.
Yes, you are right. Yes, JC Kirtana, I appreciate JC Kirtana for the right answer. It's 20th March. 20th March of every year is celebrated as International Day of Happiness, and it's just last Sunday. And have you read a report was released by United Nations? Every year they release a report, World Happiness Report. And do you know which is the happiest country in the world? Anyone could unmute and speak, or you can type in the chat box. Which is the happiest country in the world?
So Finland.
Yes, right, sir. Mohana sir, you are absolutely right. I appreciate Mohana sir for the correct answer. Finland is the happiest country in the world. And do you know where does India lies in that happiness?
138, sir.
You are almost close, sir. Could anyone please type it in the chat box?
140, sir.
No, sir, you are almost closer. So
I think 135 or 136.
yes, sir. You are right, sir. India is at 136 among 146 countries. Means these United Nations conducted a survey on which is the happiest country in the world. And in that list, our country lies at 136th place. After listening to this rank, what do you feel, dear JCs? Our rank is 136 in terms of happiness.
Since population is dense, even due to work-life balance and all the stress and happiness disappears.
Yeah, right, sir. And there are several aspects regarding our happiness. Even Pakistan are ahead of us. Even Sri Lanka are ahead of us. Even Nepal are ahead of us. But we are on 136th rank. Let's learn how to be happy. And before that, could you please tell me what is the recipe for happiness? Means what should be there in order to be happy? There are several things. Mainly, what are the major criteria for happiness? Could you please unmute and speak, or you can type in the chat box, please?
Health.
Yes, right. Could you please say your name, ma'am?
JC Kirtana.
Yeah, JC Kirtana, ma'am, you are right. One is health. That is absolutely right. What is the recipe? One is health.
Smile, sir.
Yeah, smile. It's part of health, sir. You're right. It's part of health. What are the major criteria for happiness?
So regular exercise.
Yes, sir. It all parts of health, sir. Major aspects. You're right. But what are the major aspects?
Satisfaction in doing whatever.
Sir, நம்ம பிடிச்சவங்க daily கூட்டி பேசுறதே ஒரு மகிழ்ச்சியா இருக்கு சார். Happiness sir.
As soon as possible to ready my ticket, please inform.
Public service, it will create or poetic satisfy.
Yes, sir, you're right. That is part of a passionate career. So as far as my knowledge is concerned, these are the 4 major aspects. Whatever the remaining things, they come under these. Thank you for your answers, dear JCs. I feel first is health. The most important of all is health. We need to have a passionate career. So nowadays, most of us are doing job, but the job, whatever we are doing, most of are not satisfied. They are doing just for the sake of running their life for money. So if you have a passionate career, we'll be happy. The first one is health. Second one is passionate career, means doing the job you like. Third one is having a sound, good relationship, spending most of the time with our family members, our friends, or whomever we love to spend most of the time with. And the fourth one is financial freedom. So these are the four aspects I feel, major aspects. Whatever the smile you have said is true. Exercise is also part of health. All that, those are true. Satisfaction is true. All those are part on parcel of these four major aspects, recipe for happiness. And today we are going to speak mostly about health. How to be healthy in order to live happily. Are you all ready, JCs? Just give me a thumbs up. Thank you. So let me ask you a question. Thank you, dear Jesus. How many of you are healthy? If you are healthy, just type out yes, or just keep thumbs up. How many of you are healthy? Yes. Mohana, Harish sir, yes. Type out yes. Thank you, sir. How many of you are healthy? Is it only Mohana sir is healthy? So I couldn't see.
Sir, I think everyone are healthy, sir, because
No, sir. No. Let me continue. Okay. How can you say, means first of all, before telling whether you are healthy or not, what is health? Define health. What can we say that, when can we say we are healthy? Could anyone please unmute and speak or type in the chat box? Define health. How can you define that you are healthy, or what are the criteria that is required that you can say I am healthy? Okay, thank
sir,
you.
with a strong willpower,
Yes, sir, right.
and today we are sleeping, and tomorrow if we are waking up itself is a grace, with the help of grace of God.
Yes, sir, you are absolutely right. Still any more answers, dear JCs? How can you define that you are healthy? Or what is the definition of healthiness? According to you, it need not be right. Okay, let me tell you. Let me give my definition of health. It's not just a disease absent state, but it is disease resistant state of our body. Means sometimes we feel we are healthy, but once we go and give our test, test to the lab, in medical lab, suppose we may look healthy, but in the lab report, if it says that you are in the last stage into getting into diabetes or obesity or whatever disease, after seeing the report we may feel sad, but by looking wise we may look healthy. So it is not just the disease absent state, but disease resistant state. That means our body should be healthy, that whatever the virus or whatever the bacteria that enters our body, it should kill it. The immune power should be so strong that it can kill any kind of disease that enters our body. Means the WBC or the immunity should be like a powerful soldiers killing anything that enters our body. So when we are in that stage, when we have strong immune power, we can say that we are healthy. Not just disease absent state. We may have disease absent, but we should be disease resistant also. No other disease should enter our body. Do you agree, dear Jesus? Thank you. And who is more healthy? Now, the people in the present generation are 20 years back. You can just type N or T. If it is now N, if it is 20 years back, T in the chat box. N or T, just the letters N or T. Who is more healthy? The people living nowadays or the generation N? Thank you, Mohana, Harish sir. The people living nowadays. Thank you, Pandyamal ma'am. Yeah, they are answering as the people in the present now. And JC Kirtana ma'am, thank you very much for your answer. The people living 20 years back. Just assume who is more healthy, the kids living in the present generation or the people living 20 years back. Who went to more hospitals? Let me show how the people are in the present generation and the previous generation. Do you agree with this, JCs? How the people are now and how the people are 20 years back? Who is more healthy? This is not, this is happening with most of the people nowadays. Let me give one more example. Once upon a time, students or the children used to play outside. Now they are playing, most of them are playing inside. So what may be the reasons for the hike in the health problems? Environment change, right? Pollution. Society switched. We moved into comfort zone. Most of the people nowadays are not healthy. These are the reasons. Third reason is nuclear families. So due to that, children lack discipline. And most important is change in habits, change in lifestyle. Do you agree, dear JCs? The lifestyle now and the lifestyle 20 years back, there was a lot of change. Do you agree with this or not? Thank you, sir. Thank you. If you agree, just give thumbs up, or you can just type yes in the chat box. Do you agree that there is a lot of change in the habits, lot of change in the lifestyle to the people nowadays and the 20 years back? See the lifestyle nowadays, we are mostly dependent on the pills instead of changing our lifestyle towards good, towards the nature. So this is the case if we continue to live like this with the same lifestyle that we are living now. Most of the people are suffering. So day by day, the hospitals are increasing. Do you agree or not? Day by day, the doctors are increasing. Day by day, the hospitals are increasing. Day by day, the nutritional specialists are increasing. The health sector budget is increasing. But are we living healthy? Just think about ourselves, our family members. Are we living healthy? So if we won't follow our natural lifestyle, healthy lifestyle, good habits, this will be the situation for most of the people. Let's go back to basics. Let's go back to our culture. What our grandmothers, our ancestors, our forefathers followed. Good habits, the lifestyle. That is what today's, to have a happy life and healthy life. So could anyone please read out for me the meaning redefined in this 21st century?
Happiness is the new rich. Connection is the new currency. Inner peace is new success. Kindness is new cool. Health is a new wealth.
Thank you very much, sir. Do you agree with this, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if we are healthy, almost we are having a lot of wealth. It is equal to a lot of wealth. If we have a lot of connections, we have a lot of currency. This is what Gandhi said. It is the health that is the real wealth and not pieces of gold and silver. So let's take care of our healthy habits, dear JCs. Have our healthy lifestyle. Let's go back to our roots of our Indian culture, so that we can save ourselves, we can save our family, our society. That is what we do in our JCs for a betterment of the society. That is what this Delta Entrepreneurs Federation and Delta Clubhouse is doing, to empower the youth, to empower everyone in the society. So could you please tell me what is the best investment? After a certain age, no one will ask you any of these questions. How many millions you have earned? How many and which cars do you have? How much is your bank balance? They'll be asking only two questions here, Jesus. You'll face only two questions. Could you know what is that? Two questions. After certain age, after 40, 50 years age, they'll not ask how much you earn. How many cars do you have? What is your bank balance? What are the
how many children, sir, I wanted to, sir, how many children you have? How many children do you have?
Yes,
Like
right. Yes, ma'am. You're almost right, ma'am. Thank you for your answer.
What is your age?
You're almost right, sir. Thank you for your answer. You're almost near, sir. What are the 2 questions after certain age you will face?
Whether do you have good health or not?
Yep, absolutely, ma'am. You are right, ma'am. Could you please tell me your name, ma'am?
My name is Pandiman, sir.
Pandimal, thank you very much, ma'am. You are absolutely right. So you will be facing these 2 questions, very 2 important questions. How is your health? What does your child do? Do you agree with that, dear Jesus? After 40, 50, they will be facing with these 2 questions. How is your health and what does your child do? Let's invest in them wisely. So prevention is better than costly and painful cure. So nowadays the cure, that the treatment that we get in hospitals, it is very costly and very, very, very painful. Let's avoid that. Let's follow the best healthy lifestyle, our habits that we used to follow 20 years back, and prevent the diseases. Most of the diseases nowadays we have are not actually diseases, they are just disorders that caused due to the change in our lifestyle. For example, diabetes. It is not due to any kind of virus or fungi that enters our body. It is just due to unhealthy habits, not doing exercise properly or eating too much carbohydrates. Just a change in the lifestyle leads to diabetes, and most of the people are suffering with that. Almost 1 in each family are suffering with this lifestyle disorder called diabetes. Not only diabetes, many other diseases. We can easily prevent that just by following certain healthy habits, small healthy habits. Let's discuss some of those habits to change our lifestyle for the betterment of the society. Let's prevent it. Do you agree, Jesus? Shall we prevent the disease or shall we cure the disease? If you want to prevent, just type out P, cure, C in the chat box. P or C. Let's follow prevention or cure. Prevention and cure. Okay, sir. Very good answer. Kirtana ma'am, thank you very much. Prevention. So let's learn how to balance health. So I just kept this acronym to remember and to follow. If we follow these 7 wonders of health, BALANCE, will be healthy and ultimately will be happy to live. First one is, could anyone please read out for me? These are the 7 formula, 7 wonders for health. I have been practicing this.
B stands for best air.
Okay, sir. Please continue, sir.
Okay. A stands for ample water, and L stands for lively food. A stands for adequate exercise. N stands for needful rest. C stands for comfortable excretions. E stands for elated emotions.
Thank you very much, Mohana Harish sir. First, let's discuss with the first one. What is the first one, dear JCs? Best air. Nowadays, we are focusing more on eating what kind of food, but we are not focusing on the air. Compared to all the health principles, air is the most important principle. Why? Without proper air, we survive only for few minutes. Do you agree with this or not? We don't have proper air. Already we know Delhi is suffering a lot with a lot of pollution nowadays. Even Diwali is not celebrated over there. So how to get the best air? Do you know I think you all know the solution for this. How to get the best air for our body, best air for our respiratory system. Do you have any answers, dear Jesus?
With good atmosphere, plantations.
Yes.
Are taking a fresh breath on morning times, like
Yes.
pranayam.
Yes, you are right, Mahesh sir. Is it Mahesh sir?
Yep.
Yes, you are absolutely right, sir. Okay, doing pranayama. So what will happen is, nowadays, due to lack of proper amount of air, we are breathing only superficially. We are only breathing on the top. The air we breathe is not going completely into the lungs. Thereby, our body is lacking lot of fresh air, lot of air. So we are decreasing our lifespan. One of the reason is we are not taking deep amount of air. Let me give one example. Let me give one illustration. Could you please tell me which lives for more period of time? A tortoise or a mouse?
Probably tortoise.
Yes. Yes, right. Do you know the reason, dear Jesus? Why tortoise lives more lifespan, or how many years does it live, or how many days does it live? Do you know it?
If I am not wrong, more than 60 or 100 years.
No, sir. Almost closer. Any guesses? You can type in the chat box or you can unmute and speak. How many years does a mouse live, or how many years does a tortoise live? Or what is the air related, or how is air related to their lifespan? We are going to discuss that point. Let me share it with you. See, the mouse lives only for 2 years. The number of breaths it takes is 150 breaths, and the lifespan is 2 years. See, for a dog, it takes number of breaths decreased, lifespan increased. 50 breaths, 15 years. Human beings, we almost approximately we take 16, around 16, 18, in between 15 to 30, depending on the age and health conditions. And the lifespan is 60 to 80 years. Whale, it takes only 4 to 6 breaths, and the lifespan is 100 and above that. Tortoise, it takes only 3 to 4 breaths, very small breaths, very deep. It takes slow and deep breaths, and the air enters deep into their lungs. And the lifespan is 300, sometimes some tortoise live 400 years. See how the air we breathe is related to lifespan. Day by day, our lifespan is decreasing. Our forefathers used to bless us. Satamanam Bhavati. Satamanam Bhavati means we used to live for 100 years. Nowadays, most of us are not living for 100 years. Our average lifespan, could you guess, dear Jesus, what is the average lifespan of Indians? Approximately lifespan.
Sir, 80 to 90.
I think it's 67, sir. If I am not wrong, our average lifespan in India is 67 years nowadays. So it is around 60 to 70, sir. So day by day it is decreasing. What is the reason? We are not taking proper amount of air, which is the most important of all health principles. So the best thing we can do is doing pranayama, morning walk, exercises, anything that takes a good amount of oxygen into our body. We are only breathing shallowly on the top of our lungs only. We need to take slow and deep breaths. So one of the reasons for decreasing the lifespan nowadays is stress. Do you agree with that or not? Stress. With more amount of stress, we take short and shallow breath. We take only shallow breath. On the top of our lungs only we take. We won't take deep breath. Thereby, our lifespan is decreasing due to stress. So let's do pranayama to get best air. Just I practice this and make my students daily in the morning from 6:25 to 6:35, almost 5 to 10 minutes daily. We do pranayama so that they live happily. Next, let's learn the second principle. What is the second principle, dear Jesus? Ample, huge amount of water. Our focus is mostly on eating fruits, vegetables, nuts, soaked nuts, sprouts, and all. But water plays the second key role in our health. So, how much amount of earth is surrounded by water, dear Jesus? Could you unmute and speak, or you can type in the chat box. What is the amount of water present on the earth?
More than 80%.
Yes, sir, you are almost right. It is 3/4 of our earth. Out of 4 parts of earth, 3 parts is covered with water and 1 part is with land. So similarly, Our mother nature, our nature is clearly showing us. This is how our nature, how our body also should be. Our body also should be covered with 3/4 with the water, but our focus is mostly on the food. We need to take good amount of water because all our body parts have water in one or the other form on in different percentage. So even our brain, if our during summer nowadays it's already very hot nowadays due to dehydration, less drinking water, if the brain lacks water, we may faint. So that is why second key principle is water, but the way we drink water is not right. So most of us drink water while eating. Is it good for health, dear Jesus, to drink water while we are eating the food?
And few experts say that only after taking your meal we have to take water. But
No, sir. Even that is also wrong, sir. I have been practicing this for my from intermediate. So recently, I visited Dr. Mantana Ashramam in Vijayawada also. He's a naturopathy doctor. So I stayed there for 15 days and learned all the health principles. Most of the whatever I'm sharing is related to the doctor. So most of the gastric problems, whatever the indigestion problems nowadays, dehydration problems, skin problems are all related to not drinking proper amount of water and at proper time. Now, both the amount of water is important and proper time is also important. So this one habit changes lot of gives lot of health in our body. Let me share how to drink water. So we need to drink water 30 minutes before eating food. For example, now the time is around 8 o'clock. See, if I want to eat food at 8 o'clock, I need to drink water at 7:30. When I drink water at 7:30, my body is completely filled with water in empty stomach. So then at 8:30, I can eat meals. Means half an hour before the food we eat, or 1.5 hours to 2 hours after the food we eat. Sir, what happens if suppose if I get hiccups while I am eating? You can drink a little bit, but you should not drink water while you are eating. What happens? Do you know the reason, dear JCs? Anyone? What happens if you drink water while you are eating? I have been observing most of the people not knowing this principle. They drink a lot of water while eating or after eating. They get a lot of digestive problems, gas problems. Could anyone tell what will happen? Or uh, what is the right time? So, sorry, what will happen when you drink water while you are eating?
our stomach will be full, sir.
Yes, sir. You're right. Absolutely right. Our stomach will be full and we can't eat more. So what will happen is our stomach produces hydrochloric acid, concentrated hydrochloric acid, very powerful. If we take a hydrochloric acid in a vessel and we keep a hand, we'll see the bone. That much powerful it is. That is produced in our stomach. What happens while we drink, when we drink water while we are eating or after eating, immediately the HCl becomes diluted. The power of the HCl decreases. So when the power of the hydrochloric acid present in our stomach decreases, it will produce more amount of HCl in the body to digest the food because the power is decreased. So when more amount of HCl is produced, sometimes it leads to gastric problems, acidity problems. Day by day, the acidity problems in India are increasing. We can say based on the number of ads that we get in TV. Is it true or not? Day by day, we are getting more ads related to acidity. The main reason is we are drinking water while we are eating. Please note this point. Please share it to your family members and others, friends. Don't drink water while you are eating. Just try this. You just try this. I have been practicing this from past 20 years from my intermediate. Till intermediate, I used to have gastric problems. After knowing this principle from Dr. Mantana sir, I keep practicing this. I am healthy now. I'm not only just disease absent state, I am disease resistant state. So let's drink water 30 minutes before taking food or 1.5 hours to 2 hours after eating food, and required amount while you are eating. Maximum try to avoid. So one more health principle with respect to water is, so whether our body is dehydrated or not. As it is summer, when our body, when the urine we pour is yellow, concentrated, foul smell and painful while you are pouring urine, our body is dehydrated. It's a clear indication. The first thing we need to do when our body is dehydrated, when you find these symptoms in urine, is drink water. At least 1 liter, half liter to 1 liter of water, because our body lacks water and it is showing that. It is a symptom in our body. It is a sign. Let's do that. Do you agree? Did you understand, Jesus? How many are going to follow this principle? To drink water half an hour before taking food, or 1.5 hours to 2 hours after taking food.
We'll try from today, sir.
Just try it and share your experience, sir. Thank you very much, Mohan and Harish, sir. Let's learn the third principle. First one is we have learned best air. Second one is ample water. Third one is lively food. This is what we already know it. So balanced diet means the diet we take should be balanced. Nowadays, most of us are suffering with knee arthritis, knee injuries, knee problems, diabetes, heart problems. The main reason is there is imbalance in the food we take. We are taking more amount of carbohydrates in the form of junk food. Thereby, we are taking very less amount of proteins, vitamins, minerals, and dietary fiber. Our focus is mostly on carbohydrates and fat, especially the students of this generation. Their focus is mostly on carbohydrates. 3-4 days back, I read a newspaper article. The doctors in that newspaper article suggested that if the children won't do exercise and they continue eating the junk food, by the first decade, that means in the first 10-20 years only, they will be facing diabetes. One generation back, the diabetes came at the age of 50-60 years. Our generation now 40-50 years. The present students generation, who is the present youth, they are going to suffer diabetes and other harmful chronic diseases if they won't follow this proper balanced diet. They're eating more amount of junk food. So as our Gandhi said, what did our Gandhi say? Hear no evil. Hear, see no evil. Talk no evil. Let's pledge, eat no evil also. Let's avoid junk food and eat it occasionally when the time comes. When we go to some occasions, just eat junk food, but maximum it should not be our habit. Let's take balanced diet, dear Jesus. So stop eating our crap food, carbonated drinks, refined sugars, artificial foods, processed food. Let's avoid all these kinds of foods. You don't have to eat less. You just have to eat right. This is an important principle. And when we won't take proper amount of proteins, proper amount of vitamins and minerals and dietary fiber, it leads to undernutrition. Our immunity power decreases. We all faced in the past 2 years with corona disease. So there is no cure for that. The only cure is taking proper amount of multivitamin tablets or proper amount of good diet. That itself is a solution. Not only for corona disease, for most of the disease, because when our immunity is good, the chance of risk decreases. Okay, we will fight the disease. That is why when our diet is wrong, medicine is of no use. When our diet is correct, medicine of no need. Let's have a proper diet and avoid medicines in our life. Let's prevent. And the third principle, adequate exercise. So once upon a time, we used to walk a lot. I used to get water, I used to drag water from the well. How many of you did it, dear Jesus? During your early days? Nowadays, we are having bore. But this is not the case 20 years back. We used to get water from the well. Yes or no, dear Jesus?
Sir, I have done it, sir. I have
Yes.
taken from well, but
Yes, sir.
as you said rightly, now there is no well at all.
So that is one small example. Thank you very much, sir. And that is one small example. Day by day, we are living in comfort zone. So we are not doing proper amount of exercise. So due to lack of exercise, we are facing a lot of health issues. One health issues is our backbone problems based on the way we sit. As we won't do exercise properly, see due to sitting up, continuously sitting forward bending from morning to evening, the cushion, the disc in that will be broken. Forward bending continuously. So what is the solution? Sitting straight and doing backward bending exercises. There are some asanas related to that. I do it in Surya Namaskara. I do it and make my students do it daily in the morning. From 6 to 6:25, we do Surya Namaskara and other asanas. In that Surya Namaskara, there will be back bending exercise, Bhujangasanam. And once or twice in a week, we do other back bending asanas like Ustrasanam, Shalabhasanam. So when we do all these asanas, as we keep sitting forward, not only we, students, they keep lying on the benches daily. So they may get backbone problems in the near future. Let's do some kind of backbone bending exercises or asanas daily so that we avoid this health problem. Next, what is the next letter, dear JCs, in the balance? We learned best air. Second one is ample amount of water. Third one is lively food. Fourth one is adequate exercise. What is the next letter? N. Needful rest. So, do you know this person? What is the speciality of this person?
Yes, sir. Today only I read an article about this person, and almost he is a world record holder in his age, nearly 125, I think so, if I'm not wrong.
Absolutely right, sir.
And
So
previously it was recorded by I think a Japanese person, 117 years or 180, if I'm not wrong. And after reading his article, he said that yoga and exercise make him a strong person.
you're true, sir. Whatever you shared is absolutely right. And do you know, sir, in the last week he received one award.
Yes, sir.
Padma-Shri, I think.
Yes, Mahesh, sir, you are right. So he
Yeah,
received
I think he
Padma
is.
Shri award.
Yes, sir. I
Padma
think
award from what?
he is from Kashi or Varanasi, I think so.
Yes, sir. See, let's watch this video. Dear Jesus, what is your feedback after listening to this video, after watching this video?
So regular exercise is must,
Yes,
and
sir.
Breathing is more important.
Yes, sir. You are right, sir. Thank you. Any more could share your experience or after watching this video? See, he is 120. This video is taken 2 years back. Now he is 125. You are right, sir. Whatever you are read in the article is right. He's 125 years and he's confidently saying that due to his health, he's the happiest living man in the world. See how confidently he's saying he's happiest living man in the world. He was born on 1896, and due to his services in health, he was given Padma Shri Award. In past week only he received. He was one of the inspiring personality of our generation, for our generation. Let's get inspired and do a little bit of exercise, at least half an hour of exercise daily. Next, BALA is completed. N, needful rest. We need to have proper amount of rest. Rest is one of the best form of energy. So nowadays, most of us are thinking of quantity sleep. So sleep for 8 hours, but that quantity is not sufficient because we don't have quality sleep. Do you know what is the difference between quality sleep and quantity sleep, dear JCs?
The quality sleep, it's my opinion in saying it, but it may differ from person to person.
Yes, sir.
If one sleeps, take an example at 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock, he should get up either at 4:30 or 5 o'clock.
Yes.
In between, there should not be any interruption.
Yes, sir.
It's an opposite of quantity, sir.
Yes, sir. You are true, sir. And how to get that quality sleep? Let me share one useful tip, sir. I've been practicing this. So most of most of us nowadays, most of the people in the society are eating late night. For example, they eat food at 9 o'clock and they sleep at 10 o'clock. So they will not have quality sleep. Why? So when they eat at 9 o'clock, their digestion will continue. Even though they sleep at 10 o'clock, their digestion will still go on. What happens when the digestion goes on? Our brain will be still working. When our brain is still working, it can't have complete rest. So when it doesn't have complete rest, it will not be completely healthy. It will not have quality sleep. That is why we will get powerful sleep when we are waking up at 4:30 or 5. Do you agree or not? We will be very sleepy at 4:30 or 5, or when we are wake up at 6. That is the reason. Because by the time it digests the food, when we eat at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, it takes around 3-4 hours. After 3 or 4 hours of digestion, then only the quality sleep starts. So as we are not getting sufficient amount of quality sleep daily, that is one of the reason to have not inactive state throughout the day. While we are working also, we will be yawning because we didn't get proper needful rest at night. So what is the solution? We need to have early dinner. So in Telugu, there is a beautiful quote, Gutilo Deepam Notilo Mudda. That means, what is the meaning of that is, it is followed by our ancestors. By the time we switch on the light, we should complete our dinner. That means we should complete our dinner by 7 o'clock, maximum by 7, 6:37. What happens if we complete by 6:37? So it takes around 2 to 3 or 4 hours by digestion. So it will get completely digested by 9, 10. So then if we start sleeping by that time, our brain doesn't have any work, no digestion, nothing. When we sleep at that time, we will be completely having rest. So our mind receives complete rest. This is followed by our ancestors. As they don't have lights during that time, they used to complete the dinner by 6:37. So let's follow this principle, make our children also follow, so that they'll have quality sleep and they'll be active in the school or college or wherever the work they do, whatever the work they do. And it is one of the real beauty secret also. Let's have early dinner to have a needful rest for our brains. Next, the next principle is comfortable excretion. See, nowadays we have Western toilets. So due to the Western sitting in the Western toilets, see our sitting position, the rectum is choked. The rectum is choked. Due to that, we will not have proper excretion. So the best way is to sit in Indian style of excretion, that is squat position, natural position, or to have a chair under our legs, so that there will be a proper angle for excretion when we sit on Western toilets. This is one of the problems nowadays, dear Jesus, as we are not taking proper amount of dietary fiber, as our sitting position during excretion is not good. So we are facing a lot of gastrointestinal problems like piles, fistula, and other intestinal problems. So let's have some chair while we are sitting on Western toilet, or sit in Indian style of excretion. Next principle is the last principle, elated emotions, happy emotions. So 6 principles are related to our physical body. 7th principle is related to our emotional health. So how to have a proper emotional health? Our psychological well-being is also most important, along with the physical well-being. We need to use our digital equipments, gadgets properly, constructively. When it is not required, let's keep it aside. We need to follow digital upavas nowadays, like digital detoxification. Like how we do fasting for our food, we need to do fasting for digital gadgets also. Spending quality time with our families, friends, gives us elated emotions. Traveling to the places you like, writing a gratitude, being thankful to the God, nature, friends, whoever helped us for being alive today. Writing a gratitude journal, learning new skills, reading books of your interest, developing hobbies of your interest, any of this, whatever you like that makes you happy. I browse internet a lot to prepare what to do next for the children. That makes me happy. Thereby, as I keep learning new skills, I'll be very happy. This is my personal experience. Learning new skills gives me elated emotions. What is your hobby that gives your elated emotions, so that you'll be healthy and you'll be happy to live? So finally, dear Jesus, so this is the action plan I have designed for you. If you follow this daily routine or dinacharya, you will be happy throughout your life. You will never see the hospital in your life. For best air, doing pranayama. So I'll be doing it daily for 10 minutes along with the students in the morning from 6:25 to 6:30. Ample amount of water. I'll be drinking 3 to 4 liters of water, and before taking food and after 1.5 hours to 2 hours taking food. Lively food. I'll have 2 plates. One plate is cooked food, one plate is natural food. I'll be eating daily in food in 2 plates. Let's follow this principle in our family. Have 2 plates while you are eating. One is with natural food, one is with cooked food. So fourth, adequate exercise. At least do walking or jogging or exercise, any form of physical activity. I do yoga along with the students from 6 to 6:25 daily, or any form of outdoor games. Let's have needful rest, 8 hours of sleep, quality sleep. In order to have quality sleep, let's complete the dinner by 6:30, 7 o'clock, or as much as early possible, depending on the circumstances, as early as possible. Comfortable excretion, at least daily have 1 to 2 times of excretion per day, and in a proper position. If you are in following Western style, have a stool while you are sitting, or let's follow Indian style of excretion. Elated emotions, develop learning new skills or develop hobbies of your interested to have elated emotions. When you have these kind of dinacharya, when you have a balance with your health, you will be happy to live. Thank you very much, dear Jesus, for listening. If you have any questions, please ask.
Yes, thank you so much, Venkat Kumar sir.
ரொம்ப நிறைய எஃபர்ட் போட்டு நிறைய நல்ல விஷயங்களை நல்ல கண்டென்ட்டா மக்கள்கிட்ட கொண்டு வந்து சேர்த்துட்டு இருக்கக்கூடிய தமிரிக்கா டிவிக்கு உடனே யூடியூப்ல அதை பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தீங்கன்னா அவங்க சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்க, கண்டிப்பா கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க, உங்களோட ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் கூட ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க, அண்ட் பெல் ஐக்கான மறக்காம கிளிக் பண்ணிருங்க.